Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to do a update and review on my Louis Vuitton Pochette accessory or Pochette accessoire. Let's get to it. So I'm going to do I think over a year or 2-year update. I'll put the official timeline on the title. So once again, this is the Louis Vuitton Pochette accessory or Pochette accessoire. And it is a shoulder bag from Louis Vuitton. I have the second version. There are 3 versions in total. The first one is from I think the late 90s, early 2000s, definitely iconic. I'll put pictures on the screen. It's minier and the strap is shorter, so it's smaller than this one. The strap is shorter and it's just iconic 2000. You definitely have seen it, especially for like Y2K fashion. Then that one was discontinued and now I have the second version or second model, and Louis Vuitton discontinued I think in 2023 or 2024, definitely like a year or 2 before I got it. So when I did get it, it was between getting the newer version, which is now available at Louis Vuitton, so you can see it on the website or go in the boutique. And that one is just like the one that I have, but it has a gold chain and it has more pockets inside. If you want a detailed review on this, definitely check out my Louis Vuitton unboxing, and I do have a what's in my bag, and I'll link those videos in the comment section. So let's start with the cons of this bag. So the first con I will have to say is the fascetta. So if you know Louis Vuitton, you already know, new to Louis Vuitton, fascetta is this light brown leather that you can see that will darken over time, so no matter what. But if you have like water, alcohol, makeup, lotion, it can stain it quicker. So even by accident, like, this is a strap, so you can't really escape it. It can get stains or watermarks. What I did do is I did buy a dupe of the Louis Vuitton strap off of eBay. So if I'm going on vacation and I know it may rain randomly, or I'm going to use this out on the sun, I take off the real Louis Vuitton strap and I do put on the one from eBay. So you can do something about it, but it can get quite annoying because what if I forgot that strap, or just taking it on and off can be a little bit annoying, especially like if you forget. But it is something that you could do. So that is a con, especially if you don't want to buy a dupe, you just want to keep the bag by itself. Like if you don't want to get a dupe strap, you do have to be careful about the fascetta turning quicker, because if you have something on your hands, it could happen. Or maybe if you like laid it on a table and you're at dinner or lunch and then water accidentally spilled on the strap. So things can happen. It could be a sunny day and then it might randomly rain. So you do have to watch out for that. A second con I would think of is, as you can see like right here, like how this strap is, you have this tie knot. And it's easy to do it, but putting it on can be quite interesting because I never done that before, because I'm used to like the clasps on this end. There is a YouTube short that I watched that helped me. But let's say you buy this off of somebody, because like I said, this version and the mini version is no longer at Louis Vuitton and the bag came without the strap. Putting this on is going to take a little bit to get used to. And I'm so anal, like I want everything to be perfect. So sometimes I will put it on, but I don't like the way it looks, so I would do it again. So that can be quite a struggle. Another con I can think about, again with the strap, as you can see, it kind of pointy, like this end right here, it can get pointy. So sometimes when you wear it, it can stick into your skin. So you can see it's like near my armpit or near the bone right here. If you're shirt, so it may not hurt, wearing a dress or maybe a tank top, so it may not hurt too much. This is also flexible now because I've been using it. So when you first get it, it's going to be really hard, so it might stick into your skin. You can wear it the opposite way, so it's more out and not toward your skin. But at the end of the day, when you're on the run or you're on the go, you want to always try to put it on this way, but sometimes you forget and you just put it on. So that's why I try to make mine really low, not really high, so it's not always hurting me, because at first it was hurting me, but now it doesn't hurt me too much. I think because it's more flexible, so it's more soft. And once again, I made mine really low, So I would love to wear it like this, and you know, as you can see, it's pointing out this way and not towards my body. And then sometimes I just wear it like this. So you just have to be cautious about that. Another con I can think about is, again, with the strap. I'm just used to this style, which is like the class style. So this right here, it's not like it's messy or anything, but it's just something you get used to, because the mini version, which is the first version, does have this, but I think because it was like smaller, it gave it like a cute look. Whereas this, you know, I had to get used to this type of look, that this doesn't look messy or weird. It's just an interesting perspective of how Louis Vuitton, you know, created it. So if you're used to this, you're gonna have to get used to this type of look when it comes to the bag. And let's see, another con I can think about is when you're wearing the bag and you don't have a lot of stuff in the bag. So maybe you have like 2 or 3 things in the bag, but it's lightweight. If you're not wearing something thick, like how I have like this cardigan on, it might slowly fall off of your shoulder. And I think it's like that for all shoulder bags. I'm not really a shoulder bag girl. I just got into that. I love crossbody. So unless you have like a lot of stuff in your bag or something that's really heavy, like your phone, it's gonna hold the bag onto your shoulder. So especially if you're not wearing any thick material, you're wearing like a tank top or maybe like if it's empty or just lightweight stuff, like as you can see, it's gonna slowly fall off. So that's also something to think about. But if you always wear shorter bags, I think you're kind of used to that. So me, I also had to get used to that. That is all the cons I can think about. As you can see, all of them was pretty much about the strap. But don't worry, there are some pros that can kind of, you know, do the other way about it. So first pro, I would say, overall, I love the idea of this bag. If I can go back in time, this would definitely be my first Louis Vuitton shoulder bag. I think this is a great option for your first designer bag in general. It's just really cute. It's great for like young adults, if you're in college, even early 30s. I'm 31, so I think it just complements my lifestyle really well. A second pro I would say is I love the size. The mini one is so cute, but I think this is a perfect size. I am petite and I love mini bags, but definitely important when I say I need something bigger so I can put my stuff. So for example, this is my Jacquemus Lee Babino, and as you can see, I love mini bags. And it does fit enough, but this is more like something where like I can wear on the weekends, where this I can wear all week, like week and weekends, you know what I mean? So I can fit, you know, not my phone, but I can fit my stuff and my phone for this bag. So this is great if you still like that mini small bag aesthetic, but you also know like you're getting older and you need more stuff, but you're not ready for like that big girl bag, like especially if you're not working at the office or you're not a mom. I think this will be a great option. It definitely can carry a lot more once needed. Like your essentials will be good in this size. Another pro is that I love the inside. The inside is really pretty light brown material. Love that they didn't make it like a darker brown, like you can see all your stuff. Another pro is I love that we have a back pocket, so you do get some organization. The new version of Louis Vuitton has more pockets, which I guess is great, but the reason why I didn't go for it, because, you know, sometimes I feel like too much pockets can make the bag more like an organizer, which I know some people love, but I feel like that can also limit your space as well. So I love that we have a back pocket right here, and I just have this whole space to put some stuff. I love that. Another pro is I love the canvas, the LV monogram. If you're not a fan of the LV monogram, then you can get the Damier Bin or the Damier Zor, but I think this is really cute. I know, you know, for some the LV may be too flashy, but this is still kind of settled in my opinion. Another pro I can think about is that the strap is adjustable in the sense of that you can take the strap off. So if you are a crossbody girl like me, for example, you know, this is a mini bag, but it does come with a crossbody strap. So you can take this off, get a longer strap and wear it as crossbody, which is also going to be great for vacation. You can put a gold chain if you want to wear this at nighttime and make it a little bit fancier, especially if you want to dress up your outfit. So even though this strap does have its cons, I do love the fact that you can take off the strap and you can put your new strap. And this does come with a D-ring on this side, so you don't have to tie it up like this strap, you can do a regular strap as well. So if you're not a fan of this light brown, you can do a dark brown, or you can do black, or you can do a gold chain, or you can make it longer to make it a crossbody. You can definitely make this to your own liking, which is great. So that's all the pros I can think about. Overall, do I recommend this bag? I really do. I think this is a great bag. It's a great price. I think you can definitely find one under $2,000 if you want to get the version that I have, which is going to be pretty low. But if you want to get the one from Louis Vuitton, I think it's $1,600 or $1,800. So first of all, try to decide which version you want. Like I said, check out my 2 YouTube videos in the comment section. I think that's going to help you. I go really detailed. If I had the money to spend, I would get the second one too, because I think it's so cute. It's so iconic. I love the monogram one with the cherry. I'll put a picture on the screen. But once again, I need to get a little bit away, not completely, but a little bit away from the mini bags. Like I said, this is such a great size. So definitely check out my what's in my bag video so you can see how much can fit and more. Bag is definitely a hidden gem in my opinion, because I didn't know about this bag. I knew about the early version, but this one I didn't know about it, and back then it was between like $500 to $800. And of course now the price has gone up for this version and the 3rd version and a newer version too. So I think this is a great bag to consider if you are starting your luxury collection. I really like her. It's really great everyday vacation, maybe also if you're in college and you need a bag, nothing too big but nothing too small. This will be great. So yeah, this is the bag you may not always go for, but when you do go for it, you're so lucky to have her, because once again, she's great, she's versatile, and she fits a lot of your stuff. So yeah, there you have it, girlies. I hope you enjoy my review. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big like. If you are new, definitely check out the channel to explore more videos like this. And also comment down below. Let me know, do you have this bag? Did you have it? Did you sew it? Is this bag currently on your wish list? Which version you like? I love to know more about you and to talk about this bag and join our girly community. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, girlies. Till next time. Bye.